YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre, the tour reviews and reviews. Back in here with yet one more video. Guys, listen, I just created a new Instagram account. Feel free to go up there and add your boy. I'm looking at it as a place where you can just suggest me different Instagram posts, minute clips, IGTV videos, or what have you, just as an additional way for me to stay on top of what's happening through y'all as well. So feel free to go up there and follow your boy. But listen, I just felt it was right in time to react to something that someone just sent over to my IG. And this video seems to be blowing up. I've seen it on a couple of different sources. The title of the video is, "Are 9 to 5 Dudes Out of Style?" As you guys know, I do the 9 to 5. I also have side hustles on the side, as you can see right here. So I thought this one would be interesting for me to get into and to really dissect. All right, so without further ado, let's hop right in it.
People be looking at me crazy. Like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but like, I can't fuck with no nigga that work a 9 to 5. I don't know why. I just need a fast money ass nigga. It don't necessarily have to be like drugs or like fraud, but like rapping or like dealing with media or like shit like that. Just like get it.
You want a nigga with no? So what?
Like if I come to you and I need some shit, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Fuck that. I need you to get that shit right now. Like, so
I feel like it depends with the 9 to 5. Everything. Like if you 9 to 5 at Burger King or something, hell no. But if you 9 to 5 at
my favorite
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah, because I know that Friday check about to have multiple zeros.
Fuck that little bank shit. Shit, that's a fraud nigga. I might as well get a fraud nigga. Fuck.
I don't know.
You work in the bank too. Shit, technically. Like,
I don't know.
So if a nigga work at the bank?
No, I don't want you.
So let's say this nigga work at the bank making $500,000 a year.
All right, so real quick. So listen, I've been thinking about doing what I like to refer to as, shout out to Charlemagne the God Donkey in a day. I'm thinking of like a Hood Booger of the Week award. It would be awarded here today, right? I want to go back and review the video and pause at certain points just because it's so short. And I feel like we have the opportunity to be able to do that. But dudes, my fellas, as well as ladies that are watching this channel, if you have someone in your aura that you look to the left or to the right of you and someone of that personality type is in or around you, remove them from your energy. Remove them from your circle. There's some people that are too far gone, and the time and the effort and the energy that it would take for you to save them is not well spent, especially if you are not elevated to somewhere where you have saved yourself yet. That's the first thing that I wanted to say. But let's just quickly go back through because there's some things that I wanted to comment on.
People be looking at me crazy. Like, I don't know if this because I'm from Chicago, but like, I can't fuck with no nigga that work a 9 to 5. I don't know why. I just need a fast money ass nigga. It don't necessarily have to be like drugs or like fraud, but like rapping or like dealing with media or like shit like that. Just like get it.
All right, so listen. So this is the first point that I wanted to comment on, and this is me talking to you, mama, as if you was in the room right here with me. You don't have to worry about it because dudes that are well within their walk of life and their purpose, dudes who look like me and aspire to be amazing throughout their lives, are not looking or checking for you anyway. So it's okay that you don't want dudes that are like that because they don't want you anyway. We stay very far away from you. And in fact, if I'm in a conversation with you and you say something to me to the effect of, you only want it the fast way, or you only want this and that, not to mention, you can get it for yourself if you want it like that. But to think that you are requiring dudes to have this get rich or die trying type of mindset and mentality really hones in on the immaturity of your own mind of what it really takes to be happy and fulfilled within the life that we currently live. You know, I kind of blame components of the culture. Like, you know, if you listen to like Beyonce songs back in the day, I Need a Soldier, I feel like there's components of our culture that have infused the minds of those that look like us to require that our men are big, bad, rough, and tough and can poke their chest out in aggressive ways in order to earn your respect. I think that is damaging, not only from a gender role perspective, but it's damaging from a black community perspective as well.
So hold on, what?
Like if I come to you and I need some shit, I don't need you to be like, well, my check come on Friday. Fuck that. I need you to get that shit right now. Like so.
And also too, let me also address this particular point as if I think like in the black community, there's an assertion that if you're working a 9 to 5, that you cannot build wealth. And that is the farthest thing from the truth. I chose the route of 9 to 5 within a corporate environment early on in my life because I knew there was an understanding in my mind that you can absolutely build wealth in doing that. A lot of the times it depends on how you choose to spend your money within your lifetime and not feeling the necessary need to keep up with the Joneses. Because if you're spending your chips appropriately, investing in the correct investment, long-term investment opportunities, then you are creating that wealth, irrespective of if you make $40,000 a year or $150,000 a year. Yeah, sure, the $150,000 a year can earn it quicker, but again, it depends how they're spending their money. If they're doing the $150,000 a year, but they got 2 leased Benzes in the driveway, then a lot of their income is incorporated into keeping up that lifestyle, as opposed to investing into things that they can get some long-term benefit out of. So I see the Dame Dash videos where he talks about you not a man unless, you earning it on your own. Trust me, there's a lot of people building wealth in a 9 to 5. Trust me. Like, yeah, sure, if you want to be an entrepreneur and you want to open up your own business or create your own product, the upside of that is immense. But one thing that we don't talk about often is the amount of risk that you're exposing yourself to by doing that. Look it up. 50% of all businesses fail within the first year. Why do you think that is? It's because it's a much more risky option or career lifestyle. Like, yeah, there's no salary cap if you end up doing well, but think about what risk you are exposing yourself to, as opposed to a 9 to 5 dude that starts in a corporate environment. 50% of those that start in that environment are not getting fired in corporate. Again, there's risk associated with it. That money-making opportunity, I get it. It can be a lot lower, but you have to understand the risk. Being a dope dealer, selling on the block, you can make a ton of money. A ton of money. You know what the risk is? Jail. Death. I'm not willing to take those risks. So I chose something differently in order to establish enough to get my base solid. Now that my base is solid, I can now do other entrepreneurial tasks in order to really reach that next level, right? There's different ways in order to get it to that biscuit, right? There's different ways. You just have to understand what level of risk that you're willing to tolerate. And I feel like there's not enough discussion in the community on the level of risk that you are exposing yourself to.
So I feel like it depends with the 9 to 5. Everything. Like if you 9 to 5 at Burger King or something, hell no. But if you 9 to 5 at
my favorite
JP Morgan or something, hell yeah, because I know.
Let me also address this as well. So she was trying to say like it depends what the type of your 9 to 5 is, but as I alluded to before, yes, it depends what type, but it also depends what you're actually doing with your money, okay, and how you're choosing to spend and or invest it as well. Now, another thing that I want to touch on as well is there seems to be if he's making this money, then I'm gonna get some of it. Again, this is that hood booger of the week mentality. And I think like a large component of this has to be stamped out. Gents, if you get a inkling within your mind that they are there for the lifestyle that they think that they can attain, that should be a key indicator to run from the situation. That should be a key indicator that you should not take that situation seriously. I see far too many of y'all that are getting taken advantage of those that have this similar mindset and lifestyle, regardless of what they might look like on this video. They might look way better in real life. And if they do, don't let that fact bend your will in how you're spending your chips effectively. Let's move on.
Multiple
Nah,
zeros.
fuck that little bank shit. Shit, that's a fraud nigga. I might as well get a fraud nigga. Fuck.
I don't know.
You work in the bank too. Shit, technically. Like,
I don't know.
So
Just real quick, you know, I started my career at JP Morgan. You know, I think a lot of people put a tag on something when they don't really understand it, and they say, you know, because he's working there, then that's fraud. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just not even an understanding of like how the banking system works. All right, like this is not someone who can teach you about life. It's not someone who can uplift your thinking, right? Like it's someone who has stopped learning. This is not someone who wants to understand the matrix that they're in or the systems that are put into place to allow them for greater degree of thinking or understanding their roots and their basis of where they come from, right? Like these are just not, it's just not that type of people. So you have to ask yourself, if you're inviting someone in with this type of mindset that is focused on very myopic views, who is going to do nothing but bring you down further, and someone who is going to instill falsities within your life and not improve the way that you think to get you closer to the truth, to get you closer to happiness, then why even have them around? That's an energy suck. That's a time waste, okay? And you have to be very intentional of where you're placing your time throughout your life. And there are some cases where people do need help. They do need pushes in order to go to the next level. But when it's coming to a relationship, the person should have a way better mindset than what we're seeing right here.
So if a nigga work at a bank,
no, I don't want you.
so let's say this nigga work at a bank making $500,000 a year.
All right, and one of my last points, and we'll get off this video. You know, and so salute to the DJ that's down in there. You know what I mean? You could see him like during the components of the video. He's just like, what is she talking about? He's looking up and down from his phone. He's trying to leave the conversation. He couldn't hold back no more. He waited to the last bit of it to say something in order to try to, and I do this on my channel from time to time. Like I'll offer up a question that will hopefully allow the participant to understand it from a different perspective. And that's what he tried to do. And there's still a ego battle that she was having in conveying her position, even if he was making more than the majority of these fast money making dudes that she probably has in her head, would you still respect him? And the answer is no, right? So again, gents, as you see this type of archetype, as you see this type of personality, do everything in your power to remove yourself and keep distance. Because, and listen, there's going to be a lot of y'all that's going to say, well, you know, I'll just have it for that evening. Even still then, protect your energy. Protect yourself. Understand that you are a prize and you're not out here just to give out to those that are undeserving. All right? Questions, comments, concerns. Y'all already know what to do. Mediocre tutorials and reviews at gmail.com. Did I mention that I got a new Instagram? Feel free to go up there. Show your boy some love. All right? Until next time, YouTube.